We're here at the start of regular breakfast, and the person serving today, if it's the same person that we had last time we were here, not yesterday but the last trip, she makes her rice a little bit wet, which in Japan is pretty major. ありがとうございます。サーモンですか？
なんて言うんだ、赤魚っていう。
OK。
OK、ご飯終わったら
はい、
棚にこれお願いします。お願いします。
Guys, a little unexpected today is I was expecting salmon because they alternate between mackerel and salmon, you know, day over day. This is not salmon, and if it is, it's got some sort of glaze on it, which I'm really interested to try. But we have orange slice, ginger root, I think, potato salad, poached egg in broth, they call that tamago onsen, pickles, miso soup, steamed rice, and I think that's spinach. And then under here you have nori strips and a wet towel. Don't eat this, but use it to clean your hands afterwards. Anyway, you guys watched me eat yesterday at the Korean place. I don't know if you want to watch me eat this, but I gotta upload everything to the cloud and then edit it from there, so bear with me, alright? Oh, and by the way, I noticed on the playback of that sidewalk video, the stabilization isn't that great. I think GoPro, when they upload it to the cloud, they must smooth it out or something. You certainly can't hear my feet clippity-clopping down the sidewalk either because they put music to it. But the raw footage is not great. This is a new pickle. Normally you would get like little apricot pits that have been pickled. This time it's some kind of cucumber, I think. Cutie. And while I was waiting for breakfast to open, I saw my old friend. He's this really tall guy. He's older, he's got silver hair. He's the one who taught me how to use the air conditioner a few years ago. It's not spinach. It's good, and it's simmered in bonito stock, so it's a little salty, a little smoky, and it's got sesame seeds in it too. Oh, it's not ginger root. It's, among other things, lotus root. Sesame oil, and gobo, which is burdock. It's a tough vine that if you cook it right, you can soften it up a bit and eat it. It's really good. They've got the air conditioning on. It's a bit early for that, I think. And apparently GoPro will create a daily highlight reel of everything you shoot and everything you photograph. But you have to, in order for it to do that, you have to upload it on the auto upload. So some of the stuff from day 1 is missing, and day 2 I had to create my own edit. I'm not sure I was happy with it, but here it is to day 3. Cheers. Potato salad desu. We had this on our last trip we were here. It's not as good as Mom's, but it's better than Jal's, that's for sure. Japan Airlines, their potato salad is horrible. Actually, it's almost as good as this one, but not quite. This one is actually quite nice. Another guest came in about 15 seconds before I did. In fact, the only reason I came in so early is because I saw him go in first. He sat down at the bar counter. I've never seen anybody do that in this cafe or dining room or whatever you want to call it. It's different things at different times of the day. It's a sweet glaze, which I expected. A lot like something I had on our second anniversary at Tojo's Omakase daily menu, chef's menu. We had braised junior yellowtail, buri. This is a lot like that. It was really good. But Tojo's was better. Just because you got a little bit, you got more. I love Japanese lotus root. Well, I haven't had it in a while, but when I would make it, it was a little bit more plain. But when Japanese people do it, it's so good. Yeah, if the person serving today is the same person that we met on our last trip, She's not very friendly. But, you know, Japanese service industry doesn't really pay very well. And if I had to work for peanuts at 5:30 in the morning, I'd probably not be in a good mood either. Starting wage usually starts about at places like McDonald's and other restaurants, 1,100 yen to, I don't know, 1160. So it's like $11 to 1160. When I saw the job ad for this hotel posted, they paid a little bit higher. They paid between 14 and 15, but still, getting up at 4:30 in the morning to go and cook breakfast. For a bunch of people, a lot of whom don't even finish. I've seen people send back fresh orange a dozen times, and it's like the palate cleanser at the end of the meal. It's the most refreshing bit if you get a juicy piece. Sometimes they're a little dry, sometimes they're a little sour. Yesterday's was really sweet, so I'm hoping that today is part of that same batch. Normally it's a little old lady who doesn't speak any English whatsoever. And I can remember last time she was here, a guy from Colombia was here to give a speech at the climate change conference. And he didn't speak any Japanese, and she didn't speak any English. He did speak English, but she told him exactly what to do, and he's just like, because they have procedures in this dining area, she told him exactly what to do, and he had no idea. So I sort of had to explain, and then I eventually changed my table and sat down with him, because up until then we were shouting across the restaurant. But yeah. I don't know if you can see, but at the end of the table there's a frosted window. I'm filming in that direction because I don't want to film other guests in the hotel. But this hotel is actually split. I don't know how they do it, but on one side, like it's between two streets, right? There's no alleyway between the streets. And on our street, the main street, it's a hotel. But on the street behind, it's a condo. So it's half hotel, half condo. And you cannot get from one to the other. I made that mistake once, and I ended up basically trespassing. And I left as soon as I realized what I'd been doing. But there was no, to get into the condo lobby, there was no locked door. In fact, it was an automatic sliding glass door. You just walk up to it and it lets you right in. It's still trespassing though, right? It's not break and enter, but it's still trespassing. And today, I'm going to try another store to try and find a scrub brush for the headstone. And it just so happens to be in the very same place or the very same building as one of our planned meal stops for today, which is Saizeria. We've been there before. I didn't film it, but I took pictures of it. It's a really popular Italian restaurant, although a lot of people complain that it's not really Italian, and even if you do call it Italian, it's crappy Italian. Well, I'll tell you something. When I was there were Italian guys in line behind me, and when they left, they weren't mad. You know, they were quite happy. And then the other planned meal stop today is Thai food, and I'll make a walking video of that later. We'll go by, because it goes down all the side streets. I'll whip past the place we went to last night, the Korean joint. I'll show you what it looks like in the daytime from the outside. I found the Thai restaurant by accident. I think on my first or second trip here. I got lost on my way back to the hotel. And I was walking past all these dark buildings, down these dark side streets. Not really worried, but wishing that the streets had been lit a little bit better. And I come to this one sort of a T crossing, and I see this Thai flag. There's no advertising. I didn't even know it was a commercial building. I thought it was like a residential building. And I see this Thai flag, and I go, oh, what's that about? And I look around, and then I finally see like a little sign for a Thai restaurant. And I said, oh, we'll have to go there one day. Well, today's the day. Oh, and that first guy that came in today and sat at the bar, he just sat there like a lump on a log. He didn't know that he was supposed to serve himself coffee and tea. So I went over and I offered to pour him a cup of tea. And I've never been a waiter. I didn't realize I actually thumbed the rim of his glass, of his mug. But he drank it anyway. I didn't mean to. I didn't do it after I poured the coffee, but when I was handling the cup, I sort of tainted the rim, I guess, with my thumb, but he didn't seem to mind. But there's only been one other guest since. I've seen a few people ask for seconds on rice, like the big road men, the truck drivers, and construction workers who stay here sometimes. They'll get up and ask for more rice, which is normal. But maybe I've seen them ask for more miso too, but they usually eat everything except the orange. I don't get it with the orange. Another thing I've seen people do with these seaweed strips is hold them like that and pick up their rice and like a maki roll. But I don't have any more rice, so I'm just gonna eat them like potato chips. There's a kids' corner just off to the right of the camera. There's like a little library, some soft toys, some wooden toys, some play mats. Now this, I like to do it just in one. It's not raw, but you know, it's barely cooked. That was nice, sweet and juicy orange. Very vague hint of sourness to it, but like they say in Japanese, sappari, which means refreshing. So I'll just wang this coffee down my throat and finish the video.